Welcome back. Most juniors look forward to a senior year spent relaxing and enjoying their last year before entering the real world. Others have loftier goals. And then there's Andrew Clifton. He wants to spend his senior year as SGA president. He took a break out of his junior year to tell us his vision for SLU.
My name is Andrew Clifton. I'm running for president under the Moving Forward ticket. Currently, I'm the president of SLU-TV. I'm a U101 peer instructor. I'm an Oriflam. I'm on the BSC advisory board, and I guess some other stuff. But my ticket is Samantha Howard, who's running for executive vice president. We have John Curry running for financial vice president. Priyanka Vilapati is running for administrative vice president, and Tyler Brownfield is running for academic vice president. I mean, there's a ton of different issues that are really important right now. I'd say the biggest overarching thing is kind of what I alluded to earlier is students kind of losing a lot of the control of their campus and their school. I think we've declined, and you know, SLU is supposed to be a kind of a shared governance is what it's been modeled, and I think that shared governance has been kind of drifting away, and a lot of the things that we as students used to take part in decisions were not. That's an overarching thing in all areas of campus. I mean, you can see it in discipline issues, you can see it in res life issues, academics, and so that is my biggest concern. And that one thing covers tons of different issues. It covers tuition, scholarships, buildings, all kinds of different things. But I think that is the central biggest issue that should be a concern for everybody right now. And it is a huge concern for our campaign and for the future of SGA. I'd say, I mean, that's without a doubt. People have questioned, first of all, that I don't have experience in student government association. And also they've questioned, or at least some of my opponents have, like my ties with the administration. If you look at my opponents, I've actually passed the biggest piece of legislation through SGA as a non-member of any of my opponents. That's the reorganization of the student organization suite and the student center. This is the highest priority building and involves tens and tens of thousands of dollars. And this was an effort led by myself, and I worked with SGA and with the administration. Also, in my time here working with SLU-TV and other programs, I've worked with administrators from all over the campus. I mean, vice presidents. I mean, Father Biondi, I have a relationship with, and people in all facets, you know, student life, student development, res life. I mean, you name it. I've worked with administrators on there, and I have a good working relation with them. So I think with that and with what I've done, I've shown I am a very effective person. Even when I'm not a part of something, I can be effective and really bring groups of people and student groups together. And so I think the main thing is I think I've been the most effective out of any of the candidates here at SLU, and I've left a really good mark on this campus, and that's a mark I want to continue and go further with.
One of Clifton's fellow candidates has a very different idea for his plans for SLU. Hear about that later in the show, but for now, health reporter John Castelli is with us.
So John, I hear that you have a little bit of information on the Department of Health and Human Services trying to reach underage drinkers.
Yeah, they're trying to actually target underage drinkers as a proactive measure of just limiting the amount of drinking and overall binge drinking that's going on. Of course, we know abusing alcohol can lead to physical, psychological, and social issues. Liver and kidney disease, high blood pressure, stomach ulcers, brain abnormalities, and other injuries are, of course, all real possibilities. There are two main patterns of excessive drinking. Heavy drinking means consuming on average more than 2 drinks per day for men and more than 1 drink per day for women. The rates of binge drinking are usually higher for most of the population. For one occasion, males who consume more than 4 drinks and females who consume more than 3 are binge drinking. Now, a drink consists of about 1/2 ounce of pure alcohol, and it can come in a variety of forms. So it could be 12 ounces of beer, 5 ounces of wine, or a shot of hard liquor. In the past month, 5% of the U.S. drank heavily, while 15% binge drank. And for those under 21, it becomes even more serious. 12 to 20-year-olds actually consume 20% of all the alcohol consumed in this country, and 90% of that is consumed while binge drinking. Waiting until you are 21 does decrease your chances of becoming dependent, so college students should be aware of how much they are consuming. And if you or someone you know think you may be developing a problem, we do have help right here on campus at Student Health and Counseling by calling 977-2323. I'm health reporter John Castelli, SLU News 22. Brett and Courtney.
Thank you, John. Surprising news, especially coming on the heels of Mardi Gras weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I know a lot of people probably are not aware that they're binge drinking or drinking excessively.
I would probably agree with that.
Well, stick around. We'll be right back with the weekend weather report.
Welcome back, lead forecaster Ashley Colgan, back with us again. Welcome back, Ashley.
Ashley, I don't know about you, but I was a little bit bitter about the really cold weather down in Soulard this past weekend.
No doubt.
I'm hoping it's going to stay warm for a little bit. Do you have any good news for me?
Courtney, that weather during Saturday was terrible. We had snow, we got up to an inch, and it was just a terrible day for a Mardi Gras parade. But today was Fat Tuesday, and they did have nicer weather down there. Today we had a high of 54, and that was 10 degrees warmer than our normal temps, which are at 46 degrees. And even our lows are much warmer than our normal temperatures, which are at 28, and that's even 10 degrees higher than our normals. Currently, we're at 47 degrees with partly cloudy skies. Our humidity is at 59%. Our wind is from the north at 6 miles per hour, and our pressure is rising. Right now, we see our cold front that had moved in. Our low is right here, and all that precip is moving on out to the east. Right now, we can see that precip is in Indiana, and it will be moving into the Kentucky-Tennessee Valley. Now, this high pressure will keep moving into our area, and it will bring in some very nice warm weather. All this wind is coming from the southwest, bringing in very warm weather, and by Thursday, we're still in that high pressure. Now, that precip that we saw earlier will be moving on down through, and it will be pushing on off to the coast. And for our temperatures tonight, we will see a low of 33. But I want to show you these temperatures down here in the south in Oklahoma, 41. And then our high tomorrow down in Oklahoma will be 68. These temperatures will be pushing into the Missouri area, and we will start seeing a temperature warm up for the rest of our week. Now for tonight, we will see a low of 33 with partly cloudy skies. Our wind will be at 4 to 8 miles per hour. And for our 5-day forecast, on Wednesday, we'll see partly cloudy skies, a high of 59 and a low of 36. For Thursday, we'll see a high of 55 and a low of 34. For Friday, we'll see again a high of 55. And on Saturday, there will be a new system pushing through that we will see thunderstorms likely, and then they will stick around for showers into Sunday. But on Friday, we still will be warm at 60, and on Sunday, a high of 50. So for the rest of this week, we're going to be nice until this weekend, but Courtney, you know what? You're going to have some really nice weather for this week, and it looks like into next week also.
Oh, well, that's good to hear then.
Very, very good news. Thank you, Ashley. Michael Bayer is the lone wolf in an election dominated by 2 tickets. The SGA Presidential hopeful proudly sports a T-shirt with a back that reads, "The One T-Shirt Campaign." Unlike his 2 competitors, Bayer is not the head of a ticket. Much like rivals, he has a bold vision for SLU. He wants to provide for your wants, as long as your wants don't consist of getting a T-shirt from his campaign. Let him explain.
Well, I'm Michael Bayer. I'm running for SGA President. I'm a junior, Applied Econ major. I've been active on campus in this and that organization. Really no high up SGA experience. As SGA President, really, it would be about 2 things that I'd go after, and one is the fact that really the students not encouraged to get involved in the campus. I mean, on the higher level, like the decisions that go on in this university that affect the student are really closed-door policy. The administration has nothing to do with the student. They make their decisions, and the student accepts them or they leave. And I think that's totally unacceptable, and that's what I believe should change. But really, what I want to see done doesn't matter. What I personally don't like about this university doesn't matter. What I like about this university doesn't matter. Because I'm not going to do what I want to do. I'm going to do what the student wants. I'm not going to come in with a list of legacy goals. I'm not going to come in with a list of achievements I want to tick off before I graduate. I hope that the administrators know more students and more students know the administrators. I hope that there's a give and a take. I hope that they don't see it as just decisions raining down upon them, that the only give and take that the administration and students have is, well, they take our money and we give it to them. I think the way that SGA is run right now is somewhat closed off from the student body. It's because, not anything that they do personally, they have Senate, which lasts within 3 hours on Wednesday, then they have three subcommittee meetings, and then they have their auxiliary committee meetings, and they have meetings, and then they go talk with some other people or whatever. They have their academics, they have their friendships, which leaves them with what time do they have to actually address their constituents. I mean, you eventually get 2 emails a semester from your senators, and I don't think that's enough. I mean, I don't impugn any senator or the executive board at all for what they have done, because they have done a great job, but I don't think what's happening right now is working. And I think the way SGA is run needs to change to free up more time for the senators. Not for them to slack off, but for them to get more committed to their constituents.
Clayton Beery is not running for SGA president. He is, however, manning our sports desk.
And he'll be here after the break to catch up on the weekend sports.